Hi everybody, it's Anna back with Unearthed Arcana. Oh my god, it has been so long since I've got to record an episode. I've missed all of you so much. But we are back today with another Unearthed Arcana Skyrim Wildlander modpack Let's Play episode, following our Permadeath series with the adventures of Taniesi, aka Tani, our two-handed Dunmer heavy armor spellblade lady, just like power attacking here with her huge like fucking 20-pound sword. You can even cast magic now. Like, look at this, I can heal myself for like 1 full second. This is like very classic Wildlander spellblade antics right there. It just takes a long time for that build to get going. Speaking of long time, it has been so long since I filmed an episode. I last filmed that episode I just released in August. And I'm filming this now at the end of December, so it's been like, I don't know, like 4 months basically since I filmed. I've played a little bit of Skyrim in that time, but honestly I was mostly super overwhelmed with IRL stuff. Way too much IRL, not nearly enough Skyrim. It's definitely something we need to fix going into 2026. I feel like a more Skyrim, more content resolution is something that benefits both me and the people who watch. So I am excited for what we'll hopefully have a few more episodes coming through the pipeline. We're just gonna hop into things today with a recap, and then kind of get back on the way with our adventures. I kind of like forget how to do these intros. I forget how to record videos, but I'm sure it'll come back to me soon. So Tani, in this last episode, we finished the Golden Claw quest. We also did this kind of miscellaneous quest to get this journal for Runel that was over in Moss Mother Cavern. Moss Mother Cavern is this little Spriggan cavern that's over here. And then Runel is the High Priest of Arche, who's over in Falkwraith down here. So we'd cleared out Moss Mother Cavern, we got Runel's journal, and then we went over to Riverwood. We did Bleak Falls Barrow, killed all the banditos and the spooters and the little draugrs, and just kind of carved our way through the big boss battle there. So really fun final episode. Tani, for those of you who are maybe newer or just need a reminder, because like, god, it's been so long since I've been recording. Tani is a Dunmer Spellblade. She's a mercenary who crossed over the border down from Cyrodiil. Probably like three weeks ago in game time, down south here by Southburn Sanctum. Found her way to Whiterun, joined the companions, did a whole bunch of companion related quests, just like clearing out bandit camps all around the Whiterun plains. Had a really fun fight in Valtime Towers a few episodes ago. And then ended up in Falkwraith doing some other bandit quests, both for the Jarl of Falkwraith and also for the companions. We cleared out a bunch of bandits over here. We also have been doing this Blessings of Nature quest where we retrieve Nettlebane, which is this like ebony dagger that's in our inventory from the Hagraven Covenant Orphan Rock. And then we still have to finish that quest today, which is going to probably take us over to Eastmarch to finish the quest. And we'll also probably fight some mages along the way. There's like a mage fort over here between Whiterun and the like Elder Gleam cave here, so we probably will do that today as one of our big fights. We'll see what happens with the companions. They might give us another quest and we'll do that instead. As far as our character goes, we're level 14. I think we leveled up last episode. I don't really remember though. I don't really remember much about what my character's been up to, but I'm pretty sure we leveled up last episode. We've been mostly focusing on health, but we're going to start pumping a little bit more into magicka because eventually we need to hit base magicka 150 to get a very powerful spellblade item, which we can't use unless our base magicka is 150. So we're going to just probably keep pumping magicka up from 115 up to 150 for the next few level ups. As far as our perks go, we've mostly been focusing on restoration and alteration. As far as spellblade, magical stuff goes, a little bit of smithing, and then obviously a big investment in heavy armor, block, and two-handed. Two-handed, we're like tantalizingly close to level 50. Level 50 is when we unlock these really powerful perks like Devastating Strike, which makes our power attacks hit way harder. And Devastating Charge, which allows us to do these sprinting power attacks, which like totally changes how we play our character, but we're still a little bit of ways from that. Got a little lockpicking here just so we can access chests more easily. Our character has a speech penalty, probably because she's covered in blood. And then we also have a little bit of alchemy that we've been doing. This is honestly like a tree that I might not pursue that much, but the reason to pursue it is because fortified muscles, like this flat 100 stamina, health, and 50% stamina regen is just such a good perk. So I don't know, we'll kind of see what our build ends up doing. Then as far as like active buffs and stuff go, Tani's been using Stone of the Steed, which gives us a big pool of stamina. We'll probably switch this over to Stone of the Lord as we transition to the mid-game and head up north where the stone is located. And then we're also using Blessings of Talos right here, but we're going to switch this over to Blessing of Kinnereth soon. Blessing of Kinnereth kind of replaces Stone of the Steed as you switch the mid-game. And then you pick up Stone of the Lord instead, which gives you like damage resistance and magic resistance, which is so important for a mid-game permadeath run. Tani is also, this is amazing, Tani is cold, tired, and covered in blood, which is like kind of this is how I feel about my life. Maybe less so the cover in blood, but definitely like tired and cold all the time. So welcome to my life. Tani and I are just like living the dream right now. Most people play Skyrim to like, oh, I'm going to like play this like really cool character who's like a fantasy warrior, and I'm like, no, I'm just tired and cold like my character. As far as inventory goes, I don't think there are any big changes in Bleak Falls Barrow. A lot of this is stuff that I remember our character had from last time. Like we grabbed Valder's Lucky Dagger from clearing out Moss Mother Cavern, but like Silver Greatsword, that was like one of the undead killing weapons that we brought into Bleak Falls Barrow. Like this is our trusty sword. We have this ancient staff of mass harmony, which is part of this missive that we picked up at the Whiterun quest board, retrieve artifact from Bleak Falls Barrow. And now that we've retrieved that, because we happen to be going there anyway, we can just give this back to Farengar Secret Fire and we'll get a reward. Tons of potions still, lots of like scrolls and stuff. I think all the food is on my horse, and then we have a bunch of alchemy ingredients, some like random skill books and like quest missives, and then some also just kind of like soul gems and just random shit in our inventory. Just got a lot of like random crap on our character. Let's call over our horse. Oh my god, where is... Oh, it's our horsey baby. It's Sergio. Oh, I missed you, buddy. I don't think Sergio has anything like particularly exciting in the inventory. I'll put the dagger on there. We'll just give Sergio a little bit of luck. Yeah, most of this stuff is just like stuff that we're carrying around to sell, but not necessarily stuff we're gonna use. Yeah, nothing super exciting here. Honestly, I'm not gonna do a ton of like inventory management now. I just kind of want to get into the gameplay. Okay, let's head out of Bleak Falls Barrow and let's get back to town. I was really disappointed at the end of last episode. I was hoping a big dragon would appear at the end of Bleak Falls Barrow. Spoiler alert, that's what's like kind of supposed to happen. There's a trigger for that in Wildlander. For whatever reason, the trigger never actually triggered, which I feel like happens to me about 50% of my runs, and I really don't know why. So, no dragon. I was hoping that we would end that episode with running away from a dragon. Just like running away like a mad lady. But unfortunately there was no dragon. Ooh, I actually forgot about this. There's this little cabin here that we're going to take a little bit of a detour to, with this like very unassuming lady located outside. Like this is totally normal, right? Like nothing bad is going to happen here. God, I don't know. Should I leave my horse here? This is really risky. I think I'm going to move my horse a little bit. I feel like I've had my horse die to like what happens here. Like this will be fine, right? Like Saoirse will be okay over there. Okay, so where are we on the map here? So we are at Anise's cabin. Anise's cabin is just like this little marked location that's kind of like close to Riverwood. Like, I don't know if any quests actually bring you here. Anise is obviously like a licorice ingredient. Also, I feel like there's a D&D hag called like the Anise Hag if you're a Dungeons and Dragons nerd person like myself. Spoiler alert, that's kind of oddly relevant to what's going on here.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear.
Oh.
No need to trouble yourself.
She's just a poor old woman. Yeah. Honestly, she looks pretty normal. She's got like just a dagger and she's like sweeping the dirt. That's what I would do if I had a cabin in the woods. I would just like fucking sweep the dirt and just like grow my little garden right here. But as you go inside, it's like a little odd. Like there's definitely some ingredients here that just don't make a ton of sense for just a random lady to have in her house. Like hag raven feathers, like that's super odd. And some like death bell and nightshade and a soul gem. Like these are poison ingredients. I'm just like, don't mind me, lady. I'm just like searching your house. This all seems pretty fine. Like this is kind of the normal shit that you would actually have here. And like at least she's fucking cooked her meat. There's definitely some people in Skyrim who like, you can tell that they're bad guys because they'll have like raw meat on plates. It's like a cool environmental cue. And there's like an alchemy book here, Song of the Alchemists, and it's just like, okay, she's just like an old like alchemist lady. She's got this like odd flag here, and then there's this like super obvious trapdoor in the ground. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is. It's like really well hidden by hay. You can hide a trapdoor, lady. Don't hide it under like a thin layer of hay. Oh my god, my character's freezing, which is why my lockpicking is so bad. I'm also just really bad at lockpicking. I forgot about this. I forgot how bad I was at this minigame. Jesus Christ, I am so bad at lockpicking. Oh my god, okay, fuck it. This is so embarrassing. Alright, our character's gonna use the knock spell. Of course, I can't fucking use the knock spell because I'm not a good enough spellblade, so I'm just gonna get fucking naked here.
You could have just asked.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna like, this naked lady is like unlocking the little like trapdoor in this other lady's basement. It's like super normal behavior. Speaking of normal behavior, this area is totally normal. Just like having a little witch cave down in your basement. Ugh, I want a witch cave in my basement. Just like some human skulls, some like poison up here. It's like, okay, the lady with the hag raven feather, she's like definitely a little odd. She's a little off. Some good stuff here, like frost salts is a good ingredient. I kind of don't want to steal though. Honestly, I feel like this stuff maybe shouldn't be marked as stolen. I don't know. I guess I did break in this lady's house. Maybe it should be marked as stolen. I'm just like trying to min-max my character at this point. More hag raven feathers. I wonder what potion this is. Okay, it's an enchantment potion. There's also this really cool letter. Helgi, dear, why do you hesitate? You can feel the power coursing in your blood. You have only to reach out and grasp it. Renounce that boy of yours and come live with me in the forest. My sister will be here soon. Together we can form a proper coven and your training will truly begin. I always wondered who this was addressed to. I think Helgi is the name of the little ghost girl in... Oh my god, what's the name of that city? Oh my god, I forgot the name of the city. Oh no! What's it called? Oh, it's called Morthal. I forgot Morthal. Oh my god, me and every other Skyrim player just like forgot what Morthal was. This is like the flyover state of Skyrim. It's like, everyone remembers Solitude. Like, most people remember Dawnstar, but like this is one you could forget too. Like, Morthal, it's like, what even is Morthal? Anyway, I wonder who Helgi is outside of like the one in Morthal. I'm actually gonna check this. Oh my god, I just like broke my microphone. I don't think the recording actually stopped, or like maybe it just like skipped a little bit. I think we're fine though. I think the microphone is back online. Anyway, I like hit a button or something or hit a chord. But let's go to help Helgi here. Where is my sound? I don't hear anything in the game. One sec. Oh my god, did the game just crash? What is happening here? This is terrible. No, the game crashed! No! Okay, we are back. We have recovered from the crash and the various technical difficulties. God damn it, we're all the way back here. Ugh, honestly, this isn't the end of the world, though, because, like, the run had not proceeded a lot this episode, so we're not going to lose a lot of progress. There were so many problems that happened to contribute to that crash, though. First, I, like, bumped the microphone cable while I was typing in the console command to look up that Helgi person. Then, like, I could not get the recording to work because there was no audio in the background. Like, it was recording my voice, but it wasn't recording game audio. And then the game was just like, okay, this is too much. We're just gonna crash. Oh, there's no reason to try to figure out why Skyrim crashes. It's very esoteric. I'm just gonna headcanon it that, where the fuck is this cabin? Oh, it's over there. I'm just gonna headcanon it that that Anise cursed us for breaking into her basement. She's like, break into my basement, why don't you? How about I crash your game instead? Mwahahaha. Anyway, we're back at her cabin. At least we didn't lose a lot of progress. So we got Anise. She's gonna go sweep some dirt probably. We got Hag Raven Feathers, Soul Gem. We got a creepy little alchemy book, and we got a super creepy little like basement trapdoor here covered in straw, which we're actually gonna pick the lock for this time. Oh my god, am I actually gonna get it on the first try? This is like unheard of. I never get this on the first try. No, the curse continues. I'm so bad at lockpicking. Jesus Christ, let's not break like more lockpicks on this novice lock. I am so bad at this. Okay, second try. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, and then beneath the creepy basement door is the super creepy witch's basement. But like, hey, witch's basement? Like a witch cave under someone's house? That's super rad. Get yourself a friend who's got a witch cave under their house. Like, that's someone who you want to be friends with. And then we were looking at this note, and that is where the crash happens. Let's pick up here. So Helgi, I was looking up Helgi because the only Helgi in the game is this ghost of Helgi. Helgi's ghost right here, who comes up in the Morthal quest line where you're like trying to figure out who burned down the house. And it's actually a super, super dark quest line. It's like Helgi's philandering father like murders his wife and child in an arson because he wants to have sex with a vampire. It's like incredibly dark. But Helgi is a child herself, so I don't think this is the same Helgi. Because this Helgi is clearly older, like has a boy herself, and like this Helgi is like 6 years old, so this is not the same Helgi. I'm wondering though, like looking at this console list, like Helgerd, like what if Helgi, hear me out here, hear me out, fan theory of the day, Helgi is the same as Helgerd, it's just a nickname, right? I like this idea. This is like going to be the next Game Rant article. It's going to be like, Witch Coven mystery solved after 15 years. God, Gamer Rant is such fucking slop. Anyway, I don't know who Helgerd is. Like, I feel like I should. Windhelm Helgerd Acolyte. Oh, I wonder if this might be the priestess of Arche who's in Windhelm. I don't think she has a child though. I'm gonna do some digging. Like when we get to Windhelm, we are gonna get to Windhelm eventually. We're gonna see if Helgerd and Helgi, if this is the same person. We're gonna yoink that little letter for now, just to like see if our fan theory holds up. But yeah, that's kind of it for the witch's basement. You can take these potions and everything like that, and there's like these alchemy ingredients in here, but we're just gonna leave this as is, and we're just gonna go upstairs and see how our friendly, not so friendly witch reacts to this. Spoiler alert, which is why my character's got her sword out, is Anise is not a huge fan of us breaking into her witch basement. Which, like, okay, fair. Okay, so she's gonna like, oh my god, blast me with fucking frost magic. Okay, let's just like pop some potions here in anticipation of this being a protracted fight. Where is she? She's like over there. Jesus, she's like really fucking far away. Okay, let's use a spirit wolf to try to close the gap on her. Ooh, that was really close. Charge! God damn it. The wolf is dead. Oh god. Okay, let's get another wolf going so we can close the gap on her. Charge! Okay, I popped my stamina potion so I can close this gap. Oh, I'm super out in the open here. Let's just do some like, Jesus Christ. Okay, if this ever happens to you and you get caught out in the open here, one of the tricks you can do, I'm gonna pop a health potion just in case. You can actually power attack through this like ice magic and it doesn't slow you down. What is that buzzing noise? There's probably like a fucking spriggan over there. Let's like not get killed by a spriggan after killing Anise. Cool little trick though. I think everyone knows this trick. If your character is encumbered, so I'll take my backpack off and it'll probably encumber me. So now my character has 158 weight, but only 122. So now I'm going, what? I'm like actually moving quick. There we go. That was super. Why am I moving quickly in first person, but not, okay. This is so weird. I don't know what is going on with my movement. Okay, Skyrim's doing weird Skyrim things, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Anyway, basically what happens is if your character is encumbered and you power attack, it doesn't affect your speed. And I think everyone knows this trick because you load yourself with like 600 pounds of loot and then you just power attack back to town. But you can also do this if your character gets slowed by frost magic, which is what happened there. So my character got slowed by frost magic, which was really making it difficult to close the gap. Where is my horsey? Come back, Sergio. But I power attacked and that preserved my character's speed and enabled me to close the gap even though I was temporarily slowed by the frost magic. So, nice little trick there just in case you ever get caught out in the open against a frost caster or something. That's kind of it for Anice's house, and like once you kill her, I don't think it actually ever marks as cleared. No, I don't think so. And everything in there is marked as owned, and even if you kill her, it's still marked as owned, so it's not like you can loot that house without like getting a bunch of penalties for stuff being stolen. Oh, there is a Spriggan over there. I'll just go kill that Spriggan. I think it'll be a pretty easy kill. Alright, let's just go kill the Spriggan. It's just a green Spriggan. We'll just like chop it down. Watch this like suddenly another Spriggan appear. Chill out, Spriggan. Jesus. Oh, I'm still in combat. Wonder if there's more Spriggans around here. Oh, Jesus, fucking bear. Yikes. Jesus Christ, bear. I always feel really bad killing these bears. They're really cute. I don't know. It was me or the bear, though. Bear didn't really leave me much of a choice. Okay, let's get out of here before more Spriggans and bears attack us. It's just like a whole menagerie of enemies around Anice's cabin. It's like once you kill Anise, the whole forest goes crazy. This is actually a spawn spot, like right around here in Wildlander. Do not wander through this area at night, by the way, because this area frequently spawns vampires. And if your character is a low level and you get ambushed by like a vampire mage and a death hound, you're probably gonna die. Although, incidentally, if the death hound bites you, because death hounds have a frost bite that they have with their melee attack. If the death hound bites you, that power attack trick could work to give you a little bit of distance to get away. Otherwise, you get like super slowed. Why is everyone running around right here? What is going on? That was really weird. I don't know, Skyrim's being really kind of glitchy right now. I think my character's still pretty bloody though. Yeah, let's like wash off really quick. I like when you wash off in Skyrim, like your character keeps their weapon mounted on them, which honestly feels super realistic. Like there's no fucking way I would take a bath and just like my bra and my underwear right here in the middle of the city without a weapon on me. Skyrim's a weird place, as we've learned about with like, what's his name? That philandering asshole who is Helgi's dad. Anyway, let's go talk to Alvor and sell some stuff here. I'll just sell some of these like random items. I don't really need a lot of this stuff. Okay, I still have no idea why these people are running around. Like normally this happens if we're in combat, but there's no red border, so we're not actually in combat. Let's go turn in this quest though to Lucan and finish up the Golden Claw. I think most people will just run straight to Lucan, but you can actually talk to Camille first.
You have the claw. Oh, you have to tell Lucan at once.
And
hurry!
Camilla actually like notices the claw, which is kind of funny, especially because Lucan does not notice the claw.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives
It's like,
can get
bro,
back
your
to
sister
normal.
noticed the claw. Why did you not notice the claw? And then you tell him about the claw, and he's just like such a buffoon.
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems
God,
smaller
he's
than
such
I
a
remember.
derpy dad character.
Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back
he
where it
reminds me of,
belongs.
like,
I'll never
The
forget
uncle or
this. You've done a
grandfather
great thing for
at
me
the
and my
holiday
sister.
party. It's like you show him some old trinket, and he's like, "Oh, it's smaller than I remember." Anyway,
Thank you so
once
much
you
for taking care of
give
those
the claw to
thieves.
him, it opens up both
Riverwood Trader
Lucan
is back
and
to the way it
Camille
used to
over
be.
here as like marriage options.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of
If you
that.
ever wanted to marry the skooma dealer of Riverwood, because of course this guy still buys skooma, which I always find delightful. I don't think there's much else we're gonna sell to him though. Maybe like some of these like ancient texts and like Soul gem fragment. I also saw an animal bone, which I'll buy because I'll make that into a bone of Hircine. I don't think we'll buy anything else here. Like, we don't really need anything else from him.
All right, then.
Okay, let's just get a little organized here. I think we're good on, like, I don't think we need to sell anything else. Our character is tired, though, and thirsty. Tired is bad, because when you're tired, your skills improve slower, which means that we're going to passively level up things like heavy armor slower than we should. So I think I'm going to spend the night at the Sleeping Giant Inn right over there. I still have no idea why people are running around here like madmen. This is really concerning. This, like, makes me feel like there's some weird combat trigger. Like, this dog is going crazy. This whole town's just, like, lost its mind. Let's head into the Sleeping Giant Inn, though, and just, like, spend the night. We'll also grab some other food here, because I think it's always good to refill our beef stew supply.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business. Sure thing.
Okay, so let's rent a room from her.
We got rooms and food.
Let's talk
Drink
to Ordnar. Oh, he actually has work for us.
Ain't much else to
I
tell.
wonder what this is. I'm gonna grab this bounty from him.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by.
See what that is.
Let's sate that appetite.
And then let's also just grab some items from him. So let's definitely get beef stew. Let's get some chicken and lavender honey dumplings for magic resistance and two-handed. We'll get mammoth tomato stew just to get that stamina buff going again. Then we'll get tomato soup for the road. And then, okay, looks like nothing else. Jesus Christ. I like fixed, there's a camera mod. It's called like alternate conversation camera. I was playing around with it, so I like unlocked the camera so I can actually like move my character's field of view around while I'm in conversation, which like I think is cool from an immersive standpoint, but also like as you can see, like it's easy to lose track of who you're talking to.
Until next time.
Okay, what is this bounty? Oh, interesting. It's gonna send us back to Swindler's Den. Okay, we could do that. We could like cut back to Swindler's Den and then head over to Dragon's Reach. Swindler's Den we cleared out in the In My Time of Need quest, but it never actually marked on our map as cleared, and that's because In My Time of Need does a separate bandit spawn than the base Swindler's Den bandit spawns. There's actually two spawns that happen in Swindler's Den. The first one for In My Time of Need and the second one for just like regular bandits. So you can clear this out, I think, twice. You might even be able to clear it out 3 times if you clear it out before you get In My Time of Need, and then you clear it out in My Time of Need, and then you clear it out a 3rd time if you get a bounty, and then I think it will finally get marked as cleared. I never actually tested that before, so that might not be true. But let's hop into our room, and then it's only 6 p.m. in game time right now, so I think I'll just do a little spell research before my character goes to bed. I forget what my hotkey is for spell research, so I'm just going to pull that up. I know I set some hotkey. I did the 0 key. Okay, so I'm glad I checked that, because I think I sometimes map it to the like minus key, which I think is my record button right now. Okay, so let's begin our research here, and then let's just do like, I don't know, we'll just do the full 6 hours. I'm probably not going to be able to do 6 hours of spell research before my character gets mentally drained, but it'll do as much as I can. Okay, stop research, and it's now 9:30. And now we'll have our character. Do we have a skill book? If we have a skill book, I'll use that before I go to bed. No, I don't have any skill books on me. Okay, so I'll just give my character a nice, like, solid 10 hours. Jesus, as far as superpowers go, like video game powers, I would kill to have a power where I could just like pick a certain number of hours and then just like get rested for that long and then wake up with the well-rested buff. That'd be amazing. But can you imagine? You could just hit a button and just sleep for like 8 hours and just be well-rested. Ugh. Talk about video game powers that we all want. Okay, we're a little hungry. I'll just get a little food to go, and then we'll head out.
We got rooms and food. Drink for the thirsty.
You
Food for
can
the
also
hungry.
buy a meal from this guy, like just like buy the actual meal itself. Like I'd like a full meal.
All right.
But I think if you do that, it doesn't level up your Hunterborn and campfire skill tree. Like you actually have to eat food to level those things up.
Need Need
So
a
just
room?
like a small
Talk to
thing that'll help
Delphine.
you advance your character.
Of course.
Okay, and then let's get candlelight going, just so we can keep passively leveling this up. Of course, my character is so fucking bad at magic, she still can't cast candlelight, even with her heavy armor perk and an actual helmet of alteration. It's really fucking sad. Okay, let's hit the road. Let's head over to Swindler's Den. I have no idea why these people are running around. This is really, really concerning. I feel like Riverwood is just like broken. Like Alvor is just like sprinting on the road. Where is this man going? Oh no, he just like won't stop. He's gonna run all the way to Windhelm. Oh god, Skyrim's wild. I don't know why he's doing that. That is highly concerning. I really hope if there's people running in other cities, there might be something wrong with the save and we're just gonna have to back up and reload, which will be like yet another like crash related, engine related problem. All of this because we broke into this witch's house. This should be a lesson to all of us. Like, don't break into witches' houses. When you break into a witch's house and then you get cursed, like, that's on you. That's just like, what's that phrase go? Like, fuck around and find out. Oh my god, everyone is running. Oh, this is super bad. Everyone is in sprinting mode. Oh no, what did I do to my game? Oh no, this is so bad. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this. Let's save our game. Let's like quit and Alright, let's just do a little diagnosis right here. Let's quit and restart and let's see if we reload the game. If this fixes the like randomly sprinting NPCs. Okay, let's see if we reload the save that we just made, if this solves the sprinting NPC problem, or if it's like currently baked into the save. If it's baked into the save, we're gonna have to redo fucking everything again. Oh my god, I hear people. Okay, it looks like he's walking. Okay, this is good. This is promising. He is in fact walking. He's not sprinting. Let's like... This is so wild. I can't believe I have to like, instead of playing the game, I have to go around and make sure my fucking save isn't broken. I'm gonna hop back on the path from Riverwood to Windhelm. Or Whiterun, not Windhelm. I think I called it Windhelm earlier. And make sure that Alvor isn't sprinting along the road. That was wild. Oh god. Alright, this deer is running. That's fine. The deer is allowed to run. The deer is just a deer doing deer things. We just want to make sure Alvor isn't sprinting. We do not want Alvor sprinting on the road. Of course, Alvor is not even on the road. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go back to Riverwood and just see if it's like a fixed area. I might even cut this out of the final episode. I haven't decided yet. I might just be like, for the last 15 minutes, Anna tried to fix her save. Okay, it looks like people are walking like normal and not running around like crazy people. That's positive. Let's like wait an hour and see if that changes. Okay. People appear to be walking. They're like moving at a normal speed. Alright, I think we fixed it. I don't know. I'm so nervous. I probably should just reload and redo everything, but I'm kind of committed at this point. I hope I didn't just break my game. Alright, if this ends up breaking the game and it's like everyone is sprinting when I get to Windhelm, or Whiterun, not Windhelm. If I get to Whiterun and everyone is sprinting, then what I'll do is I'll reload the game and I'll redo everything up until that point. And then I'll just resume recording. But I'm not going to do any more like save game testing at this point. I just want to get us back to the episode. We've already spent like probably 15 minutes trying to diagnose crashes and engine bugs. This is quite a welcome back gift for Skyrim. Alright, let's head to Swindler's Den and like take out all of this rage and aggression, clearing out Swindler's Den again. It'll probably be a pretty easy clear. I'm just gonna sprint all the way there on my horsey. I think I have slower horses turned on as one of the Requiem MCM options, mostly because I kind of enjoy having slower travel times, just like makes the world feel a lot bigger. But it's definitely annoying on times like this where I just want to get somewhere and I'm recording an episode and I've already wasted a bunch of time doing stupid shit. Okay, this bodes well. More people are walking and not sprinting. What a weird bug. I have never seen that bug before. Alright, well, let's talk a little bit while we're on the road here about kind of like some build considerations. We don't talk a lot about build considerations, but I mentioned some in the intro and I think it's worth bringing them up again. So, historically what happens with the mid-game characters, if you're in the warrior skill tree, and you're playing, especially if you're playing a permadeath run, is you want to transition from your starting stone to Stone of the Lord. And that's because Stone of the Lord gives you this like damage and magic resistance, which makes it way more likely that you're actually going to survive the mid-game. I like starting with Stone of the Steed, and the reason for that is because the biggest limitation in the early game is actually not damage reduction, because most things will just kill you in a few hits anyway, even with like 10% damage reduction. The biggest problem in the early game is you have no stamina, which means that if you do power attacks and you sprint before you get good perks, you run out of stamina very quickly and then you know, get killed in combat. So Stone of the Steed solves that problem in the early game. When you get to the mid game though, you have so many more perks, so stamina becomes slightly less important. Like you still need stamina, but you have good potions and you have good perks. So you can transition out of Stone of the Steed. Let's kill this wolf really quickly. Jeez, wolf, get fucking out of my shit, yo. just like knocked that wolf like 20 feet away. Anyway, so you gotta solve the stamina problem to some extent. But it's still nice to have a big stamina pool, because right now my stamina pool is 220, and if I got rid of Stone of the Steed it would drop to I think like 120. And you can solve this by switching out your blessing from Blessing of Talos to Blessing of Kinnereth, especially if you have completed Blessings of Nature, because that'll give you, I think, a bonus. I think it's 100 stamina, so that just replaces Stone of the Steed entirely. And then that lets you switch over out of Stone of the Steed to Stone of the Lord. So as a build consideration piece, if you're making your own heavy armor two-handed character, like I think that's probably a really smart progression that most of the time I end up going into. And then when I hit the late game, I switch over to Stone of the Warrior, because at that point you just need more damage and your character's tanky enough. Mid game though, you really need damage reduction because there's so many enemies that'll like almost kill you in 2 hits, and you just really need to be able to survive 1 or 2 hits from those kinds of enemies. Like, I think the archetypal example of this would be like a dwarven centurion, which will mostly kill you in 1 hit if you fuck up a block or a bash. But if you have good perks, or not good perks, good gear, and you have beef stew, and you have health buffs and damage resistance and stuff like that, you can survive a single power attack from a dwarven centurion, which is really helpful when you're fighting them in a Dead is Dead run, so that way if you make a mistake you can disengage, you can use like a scroll of fast healing, and you can get back in the fight. So anyway, kind of some build considerations there, but now that we're at Swindler's Den, let's get our healing aura going, which of course we can't fucking cast without taking all our armor off still. It's one of the slowest Spellblade starts I think I've ever had. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I think it's because I started investing in Magicka a lot later than I normally do. That's okay. Let's just like clear this out. Let's use our beef stew just to be on the safe side. Chicken dumpling, lavender honey, and tomato soup. Of course, I still can't cast mage armor without taking off my actual armor. Okay, let's go on in here and kill these bandits. This should be pretty straightforward. Like, they should just be normal bandits, but you always gotta be careful when bandit areas respawn. Because if you're unlucky, you might get like a bandit mage that has some super scary scrolls and stuff. So we got 2 enemies here. Let's kill that guy first. Let's bash and erupt. Oh, nice. Just like really clean right there. Just like head chop. Sideways power attack. Oh, this guy's like coming in hot. Alright. Nice little... Oh my god, that's so disappointing. I had a really nice, like, manual dodge there. And then Jesus, totally out in the open right now. I had a really nice manual dodge, but then I missed the follow-up power attack. And meanwhile, this dude is actively power attacking a column. He's attacked it like 3 times. What an idiot. Okay, I'm just like, this is kind of a slop fest right now. This guy right here, like, he actively power attacked this pillar like 3 times. He couldn't identify that I was on the other side of it. What an idiot. But this is really disappointing. We had a really nice dodge of this orc right here. Like, I kind of corner cut right around him. But then rather than get the follow-up power attack, I kind of whiffed it and just like clunked into the column, and then I had to kill him another way. But the rest of this was actually relatively clean. Alright, let's keep working through this. I'll just pop one of these crude health potions because I already have them in my inventory. I'll get the mage armor going again as well. I have a rule of thumb, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, that if my character can't cast spells without taking off their heavy armor, I just don't do it in combat, but I'll still do it like outside of combat. I'll just preemptively pop a stamina potion. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people here. Reverse power attack. Oh my god, this is just like really sloppy. Oh Jesus. Oh, I was worried about that. Oh, got through those guys. It was like a little sloppy there. It wasn't the end of the world. Oh my god, that was really sloppy. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking die? Am I gonna die here? Am I gonna die to these stupid bandits? Oh my god, I am just like all over the place right now. I have no fucking health. I have no fucking stamina. I'm missing these bashes. I'm getting shot by archers. Let's just like recover over here for a second. What is going on? So our health is okay. Our stamina is recovering. We got a mage, which I totally missed on that fucking power attack. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fucking die here. Oh my god. Let's use another decent health potion. What a fucking disaster. I am like taking so much damage. I'm just fighting so sloppily. I had a bunch of really clean kills and I just totally fell apart right there. Okay, that dude's dead. Jesus, more fucking archers over there. Let's pop a remarkable health potion. I'm just gonna use this fortify health potion as well. Like, potions are made to be used, and there's just like a shit ton of archers, and this dude's got the rapid reload perk. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Jesus, there were a shit ton of bandits in this cave. That was way more bandits than there normally are. I'm really glad that I had potions to spare. This fight kind of fell apart after, like, I fought those 4 guys in the initial cave, like, pretty cleanly, and there weren't a lot of challenges. And then, like, I kind of got stuck in this area, but also, like, carved through these people without too much difficulty. But then this guy too, like, I think I was okay against this guy, but this guy right here, I don't know what happened. I like ate 2 axe attacks from him, and then I bashed him, and he kept like getting knocked back so far that I couldn't reach him. Then I missed on this mage. Ugh, what a fucking mess. I am really glad I'm alive right now. This is one reason we like heavy armor builds, and also that we cast mage armor beforehand. I also used a ton of potions. I've definitely, I think, like, the longer I've played Dead is Dead, realized that if you get in trouble, you really just need to use your potions. Like, even if you feel like it's a sloppy fight and you're just, like, kind of embarrassed with how you're doing and you're like, I don't want to use all my potions to fight these bandits, like, just use the fucking potions. Potions are made to be used. Consumables are made to be consumed. That could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot better too, but we ended up surviving. I think that's probably the end of the quest. Yeah, collect bounty. Alright, well, that was not my finest hour as far as, like, combat with bandits goes. I'm just gonna chalk that up to, like, not being very practiced at Skyrim, having not played as much as I had when I was recording more consistently over the summer. I don't think this chest respawns. Same stuff that was there when I killed Kamatu. But yeah, permadeath runs, it's like partially about like having skills to fight bosses and not die, but it's also just like being able to stick with it in these smaller fights, like the ones that I had back there, and just like knowing when you're in trouble and knowing when you need to use consumables and staying consistent. Consistency is honestly the biggest problem that I have over the course of a permadeath run. I'll have some fights where I'm just like totally dialed in and I'm doing really, really well. And then I'll have other fights. It's often fights like this too. It's these like so-called low stakes fights where I don't think it's as big of a deal if I'm as well prepared. And these low stake fights are where I end up making huge mistakes and losing runs. That was one such example where that orc just clobbered me with that battle axe, like definitely once, I think twice. Then I kind of had to pivot. Oh my god, Tani is just slathered in blood right now. It's funny, I actually only have large blood stains as a debuff. The locals will not pay attention to it. Really? They won't pay attention to this? Tani has so much blood on her that it can't even properly print onto her armor because her helmet is so covered in blood. Oh, well, I am glad I survived that. That was a close call. I wonder if there's some internal like Skyrim or Wildlander logic about why sometimes when you bash people, they go flying backwards like you hockey check them into a wall. And then other times they just stay where they are and you can get the follow-up. Because that's what happened a few times with that guy. That axeman, that orc dude. As I bashed him and he just flew backwards and I couldn't get the follow-up swing because I had no stamina. Another good example of how I kind of did not prepare well for that fight is my character has no bones of Hircine. Oh, it's this orc right here. God, do I want to fight this orc? That might be fun. This might be the time to fight this orc. It's like orc warrior right here. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I am gonna do it. But let's like actually prepare for this battle correctly. So as I was saying, you know, I have all this stuff that I can prep with. Like I have bones of Hircine. I have a ton of extra food. I have a ton of potions. But I just didn't use all of those things before that battle. And I just didn't think it was very important. But like it honestly almost ended up being super important. I almost died. Okay, so we got health and stamina potions. And that's really all we need to fight this orc dude. We also have Ancestor Guardian if we get in trouble, which like I didn't need to use in that last fight, but I am going to fight this guy now. I think like fighting him around level 15 is a good idea. This dude is way buffer than he is in the vanilla game. In this game, he's level 73. He's got 470 health. He's just a total brute. He also has orcish armor, which is going to make fighting him a lot harder because my sword is not going to deal that much damage. But I am going to try to fight this guy. I think this will be a good timing, and I kind of like the lore, the internal lore of like we're on our way back here and we run into this orc in the middle of nowhere and it's like, yeah, let's talk to this guy, let's see how this conversation goes.
I am waiting for a good death.
And like, yeah, this is the sort of thing that Tani would probably investigate. Like, what do you mean a good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die,
I think Tani's sympathetic to this. Tani is like very, very sympathetic to warriors that want to get a good death and like die in battle.
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief.
Yeah,
it would be wrong for me to take wives at this age.
This dude's real
So
selfless, honestly.
Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death.
What a
I am
warrior.
to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Tani is way too egotistical to walk away from this fight. And yeah, he does look like a strong, capable warrior, and I think Tani might probably like ask him a little bit about this.
Indeed. One should find his death while he can still call himself a proper man.
Ugh, what a
We
brute.
Orc men are not like these Nords and
I love him.
Imperials who carry on until they are gray and feeble and their hair falls out.
Gosh,
To cling to something past
Tani is
its
super into
usefulness
this.
is unseemly.
Like, talk
How
about
much more so when that thing is you?
Skyrim philosophy right here is just, you know, I think between talking to Farkas a little bit, where like, you know, the companions give you wisdom, and talking to this like Urig Gro Uzgosh guy, like Tani's definitely super into this warrior ethos thing. It makes total sense. Like, yeah, let's like live young, live fast, just like burn out like a candle. I think that's what Tani's into, and I think Tani is like definitely egotistical enough to take this guy on.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Oh yeah, let's fucking go, dude.
We shall see.
Alright. This dude's kind of scary. We just have to, like, not fuck up our timing against him. The bashes are also scary. I've definitely like gotten knocked over by these bashes before. And the bashes deal some damage, but not that much damage. I just need to not mess up my bashes myself. Oh jeez, I almost missed that one. I really do not want to get hit by his overhead power attacks.
Victory is yours. I submit.
You submit, buddy. You just said you wanted a good death. We're gonna give you a good death. We're gonna behead this guy. Oh my god, he's still alive. Oh my god, now he's running away. Oh no, that's really sad. That's like not a very good death. Oh, this is terrible. He's like running from me. Oh god. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, come back here, Oozgosh. Oh, look at him. Ah, this is kind of epic, actually. He like ran away and then decided that this is... Ah, and then we fucking beheaded him. Fuck yes. What a great fight for Oozgosh. What a grisly fight, and his head is still just like bouncing away through the undergrowth. It's like not stopping. Oh, that was fucking sick. I like actually the entire arc of that fight. It's like, it's an actual fight. You know, he does hurt me. His bashes deal some damage to me. We beat him. We try to give him an honorable death, but we can't actually kill him with the power attack because his armor is so good and our stamina was so low. And then I think like mortality gets the best of this guy and he runs away, which is like such a gritty, like kind of real life moment. It's like when you're faced with death, that's actually something that a lot of people go into like fight, flight, or freeze mode, and this guy went to flight mode and he ran away. Then I ran after him, and then I think it's this really cool moment where he like turns around right there and he's like no, and he's like not like this, and he's like not gonna die as a coward, and then he actually faces us, and then we end his life with a sick fucking beheading and his head goes fucking flying. What an awesome fight. I'm really down for that fight. Urag Grow Oozgosh. Honestly, I feel really bad looting this guy. I feel like this dude deserves to just like keep all of his weapons. I think Tani's still pretty honorable. Like, yeah, this guy ran away. I think if this guy had just ran away and not turned around to fight Tani, I might loot him, but he did decide to actually fight me. What a cool fight. We're just gonna leave this guy as is. This is an honorable fight. Just gonna let him die there. Oh, that was awesome. It was a really, really fun fight. Should probably save the game too in case there's a crash. This episode ended up being like a lot of weird and wild stuff. I like had none of this actually planned. It's just like kind of how the episode worked out. This is a really good reminder that honestly one of the best ways to play Skyrim, especially if you're role playing a little bit, you don't want to plan out too much. Just kind of let Skyrim, especially Wildlander, let the random events and let the game guide your story. It's good to have an overarching story arc, so that way you don't get lost and you kind of know where your character's going. You know, pick a quest line and follow it. You know, for this run I'm obviously following the companion's quest line, but then let Skyrim and Wildlander fill in the gaps. Don't fill in the gaps yourself. The game will do a good job of that. Already in this episode, I think my original plan at the very beginning in the intro was just to run back to Whiterun and turn in some quests, but then we had Anise's cabin, we had the Spriggan, we had all the weird crashes. We had the like sprinting NPCs in Riverwood. Then we went over to Swindler's den. That was kind of a surprise. And then we fought the orc warrior over there. So yeah, really, really fun. Letting Skyrim dictate your run decisions, and then just kind of like choosing based off of what the game presents you. Let's head back though, and I also think that orc, that's the sort of encounter that Tani can really get behind as far as implications for her own lore. This idea of like, don't become old and feeble, just like live life fast and hard, and it's better to die while you're still a capable warrior than drag yourself into old age. Like, that is definitely something that Tani is gonna live by. Yeah, that's something I live by. It's like one of those Anna self-disclosure episodes. It's like, Anna wants a witch basement. Anna wants to live fast and die young. I hope my therapist isn't listening to this episode. It's going to be a long session otherwise. We are back at Whiterun though. We can do some quest turn-ins. I'm not actually sure how long this episode is. This might be a good pausing point. just gonna alt tab really quickly and just kind of get a gander for how long this episode is. 1 second. Huh, I have no idea how long it is. I can't seem to find like the length of this current segment in OBS. I don't know, we'll just keep going. We've had longer episodes before. I'm getting back into the groove of things anyway. Let's turn in some quests and just like organize our inventory a little bit. I always like leaving the lucky dagger on my horse. Most of this other stuff I'll probably just sell. Oh, I have some stuff on Sergio that I guess I'll sell as well. Let's sell this like random leather shit. We don't need any of that. I'll keep the dwarven stuff though. I'll sell these cloaks. I think I'll keep the Nordic cuirass. Like I like keeping these heavy armor pieces in case we end up needing them later if we like switch over to a different armor set. Most of the stuff though we'll probably just keep on our horse. I'll leave some of this food on Sergio as well. I'll also grab a skill book. I like having a skill book in my inventory just in case we do a little bit of training. Really good skill books though. I have some pretty shitty skill books. I'll do the warrior skill books. It's at least like a relevant skill. I think that's the blocking skill. And we'll leave all those there. Okay, that looks good enough. I'll grab a little bit of gold too because I kind of want to do some skill training around town and that'll get expensive. Okay, we're back again. Jesus Christ. Like I'm telling you, don't burglarize witches' houses, because when you burglarize a witch's house, you get your whole run fucking cursed like me. I also noticed that I think the issue that was going on with the audio was I was recording on the wrong track, so I think I fixed that in OBS, so hopefully this solves the repeated audio issues that we've been having throughout this episode. But geez, I am so sorry about this. We've had like more bug and engine fixing than we have gameplay almost. Alright, well, let's get into Whiterun and hopefully our fortunes in this episode will improve. We're going to sell a few things, turn in some quests. I want to see what quests the companions give us. Sometimes we can get like really cool quests. Like I would love if Ayala gave us an actual like hard quest, or maybe Farkas did, but a lot of the times they just give us like really boring quests. Alright, so let's go sell some stuff to Adrian Avenici.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler.
And
you're someone who can get things.
after
Blades,
that,
helmets,
we'll turn in some of these
pretty
other
much anything
quests.
to suit your needs.
It's funny, I actually didn't get a lot of loot from the
Good luck out there.
bandits over at Swindler's Den. That's okay, we weren't really focused on loot. We honestly have so much money at this point in time. Money is just not really an issue in Skyrim. In Wildlander anyway. Like, there's just so much money out there. You really only run into money problems if you are limiting yourself on what you can sell, or like doing some kind of roleplay parameter to your run. But if you're just like naturally picking up items in the wilderness and trying to sell those, you're probably going to be fine when it comes to money.
By Eastmere, I will. God.
We are covered in dirt though, which makes things more expensive, but I don't know if I really care. There are some nice quests on this missive board. I'll grab this Clear Out Grey Winter Watch quest because that actually has us going to like fight some animals, like some trolls that are over on the border. It just says the animals located at Grey Winter Watch, but this is actually a troll den right by the ritual stone, so that's nice. We'll do that today. It'll probably be on the way over to East March when we do our Blessings of Kinnereth, Blessings of Nature quest. Okay, let's also talk to Arcadia. Let's go back to our skill training. Just as a reminder, I talked about this in previous episodes, but I have a personal role-playing rule that I only do 1 level of training per trainer per day, which just means you level up at a much more reasonable rate instead of just pouring in like all of your gold at once into one person.
Take a look.
Just keeps the game moving at a slower, more casual pace. I'm just gonna sell everything that like is something I'm not going to use. Fortify Restoration is actually a pretty decent potion though, because this means I can heal up quicker eventually. I don't really need a crude frost potion, and like decent health potions kind of crappy. And then on Arcadia, let's definitely buy all of these great magic resistance potions. And then I'll get some of these potions. I can make potions too, so the stamina potions I'm not going to worry about, but the health potions that I can buy from her are better than the health potions that I can currently make, so I'll just buy some of those.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. And then I actually should probably
Mama, can I ask you
get
a
a
question?
candlelight going again, just so we can like keep leveling this up.
Can't you just brew a potion
Oh my
that
god.
would make Grandma not be sick anymore?
What a sad conversation. I like can't hear this child talking to her mom about like brewing potions to make her grandma not have like cancer or COPD or whatever else she has. It's really bleak. Alright, let's head over to the companions, turn those quests in. I'm not going to run up to Dragon's Reach just yet, 'cause although I do want to turn some quests in Dragon's Reach, we might get a quest from Farkas to beat someone up, and I feel like in my games anyway, the person he mostly sends me to beat up is Farengar Secret Fire. Like, I've beaten up Farengar so many times over the course of my companions runs. So I'm just going to wait on this until after we talk with Farkas. Ayala's not here though. That's okay.
Skewer says that I have the strength of ease. I expected
so
no
let's
less
turn
of
in
you.
this quest to
And once
him,
again,
and let's
you
see
have
what
not
quest he gives
disappointed.
us.
We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun.
Okay, so it's going to be a beating up quest. I
in and
don't
out.
really want to do a
Some
beating
people
up
don't
quest.
think
I'd
I'm
rather
smart.
do like an
Those
actual
people
quest.
get my fist, but you. I'll show
But
you
I
what
will get
can
some skill
about protecting
training. I'll get the
yourself.
heavy armor training from him, and then I'll also get Vilkas's training. I think I saw Vilkas go down this way. Grab the two-handed training from Vilkas, then we'll level up. Could have sworn I saw him go down this way. I hope I just didn't like totally. He's right here.
Keep that magic away from me. It's all in the swing.
Okay, good use of
Like to
gold
show
right
you.
there. Now we can level up. Definitely gonna keep pumping into magic because we gotta get that base magic up to 150. And then as far as perks go, like we don't need anything in blocking, heavy armor, two-handed, nothing in smithing. Alteration is kind of maxed out for where we need. Nothing in alchemy. We don't need this first perk in speech, so I'm not going to get it. Honestly, this is one of those cases where I'm going to just not use this perk. I'm just going to save it, because when we hit two-handed 50, we're going to need to get 3 perks all at once. Heavy armor will probably get 2 perks at once. And when we hit restoration 25, I need apprentice restoration, and I need benefactor's insight. So we're pretty perk heavy once we reach that kind of cutoff point. So I'm just going to start saving some of these perks. Let's go find Ayala though. It'd be nice if Ayala gave us a different quest than the Farkas beat someone up quest. Although of course Farkas is still here. Okay, so if I need to go find Farkas, at least he's inside. I think Ayala's probably back here. Oh, there's Ayala. Let's see what quest she gives us.
I've heard you may actually. The Jarl of Falkreath has.
Ugh,
asked
she
for
wants
our
us to go
help.
to Falkreath.
It seems that predators have taken up residence and have been
That
attacking
is super,
farmers
super
and
far
travelers.
away.
Someone's got to head out
Ugh,
there. And
I don't
take
want to
care
go to
of the
Falkreath.
beasts.
There's no reason for us to go to Falkreath either. Like, all of the stuff we have to do is over in this part of the map. Like, we do have to turn in Runel's journal, but if I turn in the journal and then do this quest for Ayala, I'm going to be stuck down here in the mountains. I'm going to be really far from everything else, so I am not going to do that. I am just going to go do the Farkas beat someone up quest and hope that that's someone who's readily accessible here in town. Sometimes they'll give you someone in Riverwood or Rorik's that, oh, check out that fucking squat he's doing. This is what they mean when they say Farkas has the strength of Ysgramor. They're talking about this fucking, like, 90-degree table squat he's doing
Skewer
right
says
here.
that I have the strength
What a
of
beast.
Ysgramor. We've gotten. I don't know. I just.
Okay, so let's
know
see
more
who
than
he has
that.
to speed up.
Go. Bring on.
I hope it's
yourself
Farengar.
and a companion.
Because if it's Farengar... Ah, it is Farengar! It's always fucking Farengar in my runs. Every time. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Farengar. There's this Reddit post that came out recently of, oh, what a beautiful sunset. This is like the perfect sunset to go and beat up Farengar with. There's this Reddit post that's saying how, like, Farengar is actually, like, a worse human being than Nazim. And like that whole Nazim debate's kind of like gamer rant garbage as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of silly. Farengar is kind of annoying though, but god damn do the companions hate Farengar in my runs. I swear, I beat up Farengar like at least once, often 2 or 3 times per companion's run. No matter what run I'm playing, no matter whether I'm recording or whether I'm doing it on my own, like he is a frequent target for Farkas violence contracts. That's delightful. That's way better than going to, what's it called, going down to Falkwraith. Like Falkwraith is just way too far. Okay, alright, I was looking to see if there's an old lady down here which sells some food items that I was going to highlight, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Oh, I don't like that she was sprinting right there. That reminds me of the sprinting bug.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk.
Okay.
Excellent. You've done us a great
Let's turn in
service.
that
Here's your
quest.
reward.
Let's go to Farengar. Let's turn in this missive quest for the staff. This always gives us really nice rewards. I'll turn the console on for this, or the heads-up display.
Thank you.
So we can see the
Here,
rewards
this is
he
for
gives
you.
us. So he gives us like 700 gold. Oh, I thought he gave us more than that. Oh, that's boring. I thought he gave us like soul gems and stuff like that, but I think that's only if we recover soul gems for him, not for the artifact quests. This is delightful. So what we're gonna do here is first we're gonna brawl with him. And because let's not like kill him with the fucking sword. Let's just like beat him to death. Farengar, I'm over here, buddy. Oh god. Because I'm in heavy armor too, I'm just not even gonna dodge him. I'm just gonna pound him into the ground with these power attacking punches. God, Farengar is pretty tanky. Farengar, what the fuck? He's just like taking a lot of hits right here.
Your best, huh?
We're just slugging it out right here. Nice work, Farengar. Nice work, dude. You lasted really long for a dude wearing like pajamas.
You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square.
Yeah. You know what you gotta do, buddy. Stop being such a bitch around town.
Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
Now the other thing we're gonna do is using the Flower Girls mod.
Smile on
We're gonna flirt with him. We're gonna be like, hey buddy, you actually handled yourself pretty well back there. I respect that.
Done well.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense to do that, but there's other times where it does make sense to flirt with people, like right after you beat the crap out of them. Talk about love. Love is secret witch stuff in your basement and beating up Farengar. That's like true love right there. Little note, I forgot if I talked about this in another episode, but if you ever want, this guy's mad because I pulled out my sword before the fight. If you're ever looking for a good shrine for your mage character, Farengar has a shrine of Julianos in his office right here. So that's a nice thing to pick up if you are playing more of a mage character. We're not going to grab that for the reasons we talked about already. We're going to do Blessing of Kinnereth for now, but that is an option. Okay, let's go back to Farkas now. My character's pretty like bloodied. Farengar put up quite a decent fight. But let's go back to Farkas and turn that in and see what quest he gives us. If he gives us a boring quest, then we'll God, I almost didn't make that jump. I definitely fucked that jump up before it ended up in the freezing water. If he gives us a boring quest, then we will, I don't know, maybe we'll do a Yella's quest. I don't know. We'll see what Farkas does. He might even give us the Dustman's Cairn quest, because like we're at that level where we start to be eligible for it.
Skjor says that I have the strength of these. I figured you had it in you. Nicely done.
Oh wow, he is going to give us the Dustman's Cairn quest. Okay, cool. I guess we're going to do Dustman's Cairn this episode. Alright, so now we're going to talk to him about we're looking for work. He's going to tell me that like Skjor is looking for us.
Skjor was looking for you earlier.
And just in case you need a reminder, this
No,
is
no.
the
He just said he needed
initiation
to
into
talk
the
to you before you
companion's
do.
quest
I don't
line.
like
So up
making him
until now,
angry,
you're kind of like
but
not a
there is
full
some work for you
companion.
if you want it.
But now that you've done a few of these random quests for Farkas, you can have your full trial and actually get inducted into the companions if you're successful at the trial. Guessing Skjor is back here. Like he often hangs out on the back patio. Maybe not. I don't know where Skjor is. Skjor, where'd you go? Where the fuck is Skjor? Skjor is nowhere. Oh wait, I have to mark it on my map. Okay, where's Skjor? It's the Bannered Mare. God damn it, that's really far. Alright, let's go talk to Skjor. We'll do this quest. So I was going to do the Blessings of Nature quest with Danica. Because we get the Dustman's Cairn quest, we'll just do this now. This actually works out really well because like we actually have a silver greatsword in our inventory currently, so it'd be very easy to just like get this quest, go grab Farkas, and then run on over to Dustman's Cairn. So I've done this quest already on the Akai runs. This isn't the first time you've seen me do this fight, but it'll be fun. It's a fun fight to do, and I feel like by the time I did this with Akai, that Akai maybe had like a higher two-handed skill rating. Like I think she was already using some of the sprinting power attacks, or maybe there was an episode shortly after the Dustman's Cairn episode. Alright, there's Skewer.
There you are.
I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through this a little bit. Like Skewer is gonna give us the quest. He's like told us that like some scholar came and gave us the location of the shards of the companion's axe.
I did.
I feel like most people
Your
who have
time
played Skyrim
seems
and
has come.
definitely played Wildlander have
Last
done
week,
this
a
quest
scholar
100
came to
times.
us. He said he knew where we could. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right,
I like how if you
the
pick
honor of
this
the
option,
companions
Skewer makes fun of you
demand
for being a
seek it out.
bootlicker.
This is a simple. Farkas, he'll answer. Try
Okay,
not to
so
disappoint.
let's just like get the questions
Or
from
to
Skewer, and I don't know where Farkas is. Sometimes Farkas like conveniently runs out of your Vasker to meet you after you get the quest, and other times you have to actually go find him. It looks like he's like on the back patio right now. Let's go talk with him, and then I think we'll just probably run straight over to Dustman's Cairn. This'll be a fun like warrior themed ending for the episodes. It's like Tanny's true introduction into companion philosophy. Like up until now, she's mostly just been kind of aimlessly killing people. But between fighting that orc and now like getting inducted into companions with Farkas, this is gonna be an awakening for her. Where the fuck did he go? He's over here. If you're looking for a more immersive way to find your quest objectives, you can also use clairvoyance if you really wanted to. It's not current, it's like mapping me in the wrong direction, but like you could do that. This is just quicker to find him on the mini-map.
I hope you've readied yourself.
I love Farkas. I talked about this in the Akai episode I filmed on Dustman's Cairn. He's just like such like a hardcore, just like regular warrior dude. Like other than having the strength of Ysgramor and doing squats at 90-degree angles while he's sitting at the table, he's just like very straightforward and solid and just kind of knows his way around the battlefield and just understands companion philosophy really well.
So I'm told. Let's see if you impress.
A man of few words. I like asking these questions just to orient ourselves. Also because Farkas's answers are just so simple. It's like, okay, hey Farkas, so I heard that there was a trial. Like, what is this trial?
I watch you to make sure you're honorable. If you are honorable and strong, then I can call you sister.
He's just like, look, if you... Now my hair has gotten too long. Farkas is like reminding me like, hey lady, do you want to like grow your hair out? Anyway, Farkas's answers are always very straightforward, and I appreciate that about him. It's not like flowery or historical, unlike his brother Vilkas, who's just like, your trial is where I watch you, and if you're cool, then I get to call you my friend.
A smart man came and told us about a blade piece.
Calls a scholar a smart
Skewer thinks
man.
you should find it, and I'm supposed to watch you.
God, Farkas is awesome. I just want, like, everyone needs a friend like Farkas, just like really matter of fact.
Ysgramor was the hero who started the companions. Wuthrad was his weapon. He came from the ancient homeland and killed all the elves. But not all of them, because some of them are still here.
Oh my god, it's like, you see his like mouth and his eyes like cock up when he says that. He's like, Ysgramor came here and killed all the elves. Then he pauses like, wait a second, I've seen elves before. I guess he didn't kill all of them. There are some of them still here. Farkas is awesome. You can say I'll meet you at Dustman's Cairn, but I think he'll just follow you now that I've actually talked with him.
Until next time.
I am going to select him though in the console, because if he gets lost this way I can at least like call him to me, because if there's like a pathing issue. So when I do this Dustman's Cairn quest from like more of a full roleplay standpoint, what I like to do is actually go with him to Dustman's Cairn and like travel the entire distance. Because I view this whole thing as kind of part of your companion's test. Like, the test is not just Dustman's Cairn. Your trial is the entire time you pick up Farkas to when you get back. So, if you want to, you can just kind of, like, hop on your horse and run there and all of that. But I kind of like actually going with Farkas and making the entire thing a quest from start to finish. Alright, so we have Hircine's Favor, we have Mammoth Tomato Stew, and we have Blessing of Talos. We're already covered in blood, which I feel like is a totally appropriate place to start this quest off. And we're also going at like 10:30 at night, which is fun, because it means by the time we get back it'll be morning, and that's always fun to like do an all-night quest and then come back in the morning, triumph it with the shards of Wuuthrad. And I'll summon my horse once I get there, but I think we're okay for now. Just gotta be a little careful on these roads, because like when you walk on the road at night, like you can run into some really scary shit, and you know, we have Farkas with us, which is always positive, but we still gotta be careful. Alright, so let's grab some items here. I think we're okay on stamina potions. We have a fire, magic, and shock potion. I am gonna grab... I don't have any frost potions. I really don't like that. I wish I had a frost potion. Let's grab the fortify stamina potions and the fortify two-handed. And I'll grab another spirit wolf, and I'll grab some knock scrolls too. Lavender honey dumpling. I already had one of those, never mind. Alright, that's probably good enough. I can always make more of these potions if I absolutely have to. Alright, let's hit the road and get out of here. I think I'm at the point where between the bone of Hircine and the mammoth tomato stew, I should be able to sprint without my stamina really decreasing. I think it might drop a little bit, but it's not going to be a huge loss. Yeah, it like barely drops, you can see in the lower right corner. Alright, so let's just sprint there, kind of like this idea of like we're just warming up, working up a sweat. Farkas might not be super thrilled with us sprinting everywhere. He's kind of a casual dude. I feel like he's probably like, yo, why is this lady running everywhere? Like, let's just walk. We don't need to run. Maybe he appreciates it because we're sprinting in heavy armor and he's a heavy armor trainer. Now that I'm out of here, though, and the guards aren't going to pester me, I am going to get my healing aura going. Farkas is definitely going to find this really odd that, like, the new companions later just, like, lady just got, like, naked in the middle. And then, like, what is Ayala doing? Why is Ayala here? Observed by the guard. Oh my god, this is funny. So Ayala is kind of like AI coded as a guard, and because I just used that spell and she saw me, she's now gonna follow me like she's a guard. So I guess Ayala's gonna join us on this trial as well. At least for the first part. She's gonna be like, yeah, I totally saw those two leaving, and like our new candidate got naked and cast some weird magic spell on herself. It's very odd. That's okay. Ooh, I should also hotkey these. Alright, that looks better. Onwards! Let's hit the road. Sometimes these road travels are fairly uneventful. And then it's kind of like, why did you even bother taking the road? Okay, it looks like Ayala's not going to follow us anymore either, which is too bad. It'd be funny if she had followed us the whole way there. I've definitely had some like really intense fights though on the road just getting to Dustman's Cairn. I've also had some really intense fights on the way back from Dustman's Cairn, which I think is like a nice little way to bookend the actual quest itself. Especially with Farkas here, because he's testing you and he wants to see you perform not just in the expected conditions, but in unexpected things that come up as you're on a quest. I think if we were going to have a fight, we would have had it by now. Like one of the spawn points is right around here. Still gotta be careful though, because like at nighttime in particular you can get vampires that spawn around here. I do have my silver greatsword, and I do have a resist magic potion and a bunch of resist health potions, so I think if we ran into a vampire we probably would be fine. Farkas would also be really helpful against the vampire. He's marked as essential right now, so he can't actually die. It's not like later on when I pick up people as followers and I'll mark them as unessential, so that way they can die. You can do that in Followers Framework. I actually wonder if you can do that now, like if he's loaded into Followers Live package, even though he's like, well, I think he is, oh no, he's not loaded in, okay. Sometimes you get followers and it loads them into the package, then you can actually kind of mess with their AI a bit, which I do not recommend doing because Followers Live package is kind of garbage. And if you mess with people's AI in Followers Live package, it's gonna make it so you can't even like use them as a regular follower anymore. It just fucks up their AI so badly. They won't even attack things. When they come up with Tanny's nickname, they're gonna call her like Tanny the Naked Spellcaster because she can only cast spells when she's not wearing her clothes. This is like not very heroic. It's really too bad too because like mage armor costs 143. We're like nowhere close to there. I think we're at like 125. Ooh, what's this? Oh no! You there, traveler! Oh no! Okay, let's go investigate. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, this is like, these guys are like, you there, traveler, come over here. And it's like the middle of the night, so like, yeah, let's go over there. Don't worry, Farkas, I'm just like getting some potions for no reason. Alright, we do have our silver greatsword. Oh my god, this is such a bad idea. Oh, look at these guys. They have glowing eyes. They look very safe. Oh, there's a corpse here too. These guys are totally not villains.
That's close enough.
God damn it. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus Christ. These guys are so fucking scary. I fucking hate vampires. Okay, we need the superlative potion. Let's pop the superlative potion. Okay, one down, one down. Come on, Farkas, you and me. We got this guy. Fuck yeah, bitches. We killed the traveling vampires. Yes! Ah, this is why you fucking walk on the roads when you go to Dustman's Cairn. Thank God for that superlative potion. I almost died right there. Farkas is totally unfazed by that fight. He's like,
we should keep
moving.
All right then.
I'm just like, yo, Farkas, we just killed these two vampires that were like substantially stronger than anything else we're gonna fight in Dustman's Cairn. And Farkas is like, don't even worry about it. We should keep moving. God damn. Oh, that was fucking scary. These are the two vigilants of Stendar, and like these were the vampires that killed them. God, I love how on the bridge too you could see their eyes and they were like, you there, traveler, over here. And it's like, oh no. I couldn't back out of that fight either. I just had to do it. Thankfully we had good potions, so we were able to survive that. God, I'm just gonna like summon my horse here and just loot everything off of these losers. That was a super fun fight. Some of these are actually pretty good items. Like this cuirass is decent and like does make restoration spells cost less. And like these boots are also solid. Like they give our stamina a little boost. What are my current boots I'm using? Oh wow, they're just like regular boots. Actually, these vigilant boots are a big upgrade for me. Let's just fucking use those. I'm just gonna use these vigilant boots instead of my steel plate boots. Let's see. Vigilant helmet, 144. This one's 152. I think I'd rather have the reduction in the cost of alteration spells for now. So I'll just put all this junk on my horse. Ooh, that was really scary though. I am super glad I'm alive. Oh, I also screwed this up. I should have put on my resist magic ring because the drain was really fucking me up in that fight. But honestly, it might have been okay to have the major sure grip ring because I needed a few hits to kill those guys. Well, thou, that was a very exciting way to start this fight. Jeez, Farkas is all up in my shit right now. That was super cool. What a fun fight. Oh my god, and there's the vampire's head. Oh, yo, check this out. That's his fucking head right there. What a fun fight. This right there, again, anytime you do this Dustman's Cairn quest, just, have my horse follow me so that way my horse doesn't fucking die. That'd be really terrible. I should also probably save the game. That was a really, really cool fight. Anytime you do Dustman's Cairn, don't go there, cross the plains, don't fast travel, don't like run there on your horse. Just like bring Farkas with you and have a fucking adventure. What a great story. You know, on the way to Dustman's Cairn, Farkas will be like, yeah, he's gonna get back to Yorvaskr, and they're gonna be like, how'd it go? And he'll be like, great, we killed all the Draugr. Also, these two vampires attacked us, and we just fucking killed them too. He'll be like, yo, Farkas, your new sister, she's a badass. So, that was a really, really fun way to kick off this quest. Also, those guys are just way, way harder than anything we're gonna fight in Dustman's Cairn. From a tactical standpoint, I think like you got to see a really cool like no HUD unpaused menus tidbit there, which was having to open my inventory in the middle of the fight to use the superlative potion. You also heard my character's heart beating at one point in time, and like the screen got really blurry, and like I didn't know what my health was. I just knew it was low because of the visual effects. So it's just kind of a nice way to play the like unpaused permadeath menu thing. I think I stopped commentating for a second too because I got really freaked out that I was about to die. I did not die, but it was definitely close. It's kind of a close call. All right, let's take a look at what we got. We got the beef stew that'll last 25. Oh my god, I'm getting murdered by a saber cat. I'm just like talking here. Oh god. Oh no. Farkas is just like quite a saga. Farkas is like, yeah, we were sitting in front of the Dustman's Cairn, and like the new Shieldsister was like organizing her horse's saddlebag, and a saber cat just like knocked her down the hill, but I killed the saber cat. That was not as heroic as the vampire fight, but that's okay. You know, we're gonna be fine. This has been a wild episode of just like non-stop craziness. Okay, I think we're good on everything. The only thing I'm a little worried about is Hircine's favor wearing off before the end. 25. I think I'll get through the dungeon in 25 minutes. All right, so let's hop into Dustman's Cairn and actually do the quest that we were here to do before more saber cats and vampires attack us. So this is again, I've done this quest before. I did this with like the Akai run. There's tons of ruined books in here, and just like reminder, you can always pick up ruined books and then like convert them into paper, and you can sell the paper later. Bleeding crown mushrooms are also really good ingredients for spider venom. And this is a two-handed skill book, which I'm definitely going to grab because we need one of those. And then a lot of these like chests in here, I'm not going to pick all of them just to like keep the episode moving. I also don't want my bone of Hircine to run off. I'm also terrible at picking locks, as we've already established, so I'm not going to get all of them, but they have some good loot in them, and I'll probably grab a few of the adept level chests, partially so we can like make fun of me trying to open the chests, and also because they love good loot.
Be careful around the burial stones. I don't want to haul you back to Jorvaskr on my back.
It's so funny, like we get through this vampire killing, which was like, he almost had to haul me back to Jorvaskr on his back, and now we're in here and it's just like not nearly as scary. Like, Jesus, Farkas, just like, chill the fuck out, dude. God damn it, now this fucking frost mage is blasting me. Oh my god, am I gonna die to this frost mage? Okay, let's just like, god, frost magic hurts a shit ton. Don't worry though, I have healing magic. Ta-da! Oh my god, look how much I healed. I like healed nothing. Oh, Tani is so bad at magic. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there one day. What's going on over here? Jeez.
Come on.
Let's like not die to a Draugr. Okay, let's just keep going here. I can already tell this is gonna be a bit of a shit show. I forgot what I talked about when I did this in the Akai episode. Like, I think I went through a lot of the kind of basics of like the tactics and how you clear through Dustman's Cairn, how you fight the Silver Hand.
Old Nord sacrifice place. Be careful around here.
I mentioned this in the Akai episode, but I want to mention it again. This is another little pet fan theory of mine. Farkas calls this an Old Nord sacrifice place. There's really no like visible sacrifice stuff here. Like, I guess this person's like wrapped up and embalmed here, but there, you know, this could just be like a mummy or something. My theory about why this is a sacrifice place is this platform is here, and I think that this used to be an open ceiling, and like maybe they filled it in or something, and that you would sacrifice people to dragons here. That's kind of my like pet theory about what's going on. Anyway, Farkas tells you that like we're gonna look for a way to find a way out of this room, and then just like stands here and stares at this throne. This is actually really funny. Let's just like let him stare for a second. If you don't disturb him, he just stares at this throne, deep in thought. Like, look at this. He's like stroking his face. I'm actually gonna go into toggle free camera so we can just appreciate how silly he looks here. He's just like, He's just like straight up staring here. He'll sit there for hours. Farkas is not very smart. That's okay. He's got Tani. Tani's smart. Tani's the brains of the outfit here. Apparently not. She got herself locked in here. Can you imagine if both Farkas and I were stuck in here? We would never get out. I don't know. Farkas probably just lift the bars.
Now look what you got yourself into. No worries. Just sit tight. I'll find the release.
Alright, so Farkas is gonna go all werewolf on these people.
We knew you'd be coming. Your mistake.
This is interesting that, this scripted event here has sometimes a random number of Silverhand appear. Maybe not. Maybe it's always 5. I don't remember.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
When he transforms into a werewolf here, though, he actually drops his sword, so you can, like, pick it up afterwards. He also is gonna, like, straight up kill some of these people. Like, 2 of these people died before he did anything. And then those 3 he actually mauls. But, like, 2 of them just, like, fall over, like Jackie Chan bad guy extras. They're just like, oh, he's a werewolf, and then he just falls over and they just die. But, that's actually Farkas' sword right there, so if you wanted a Skyforged steel sword, you could grab it there.
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts. Fearsome.
Speaking of, like, Skyrim wisdom here, earlier we learned from the orc warrior, like Urzgosh or whatever, to, like, you know, live fast, die young, like, don't drag yourself into old age. And now Farkas is going to give us some more, like, warrior wisdom here. It's one of my favorite quotes in the Companion's quest line.
Oh no, only the circle have the beast blood.
Here it comes.
Prove your honor to
No,
be
not
a
this one.
companion.
This one.
Eyes on the prey, not the horizon.
Eyes on the prey, not the horizon. Ugh, what a great quote. Like, add that to your, like, mental health quote list. This is some Companion's Wisdom 101.
We should keep moving.
You can ask him about the
Not everyone,
werewolf
but all the
stuff,
circle
and
are.
you can ask him, like, who the Silverhand
Bad
are.
people who don't like werewolves, so they don't like us either.
I think there's that really good fan theory that, like,
Alright
the
then.
Silverhand are the original companions, and that, like, these companions are the offshoot that accepted the blood of Hirsing, which makes sense because some of these guys are actually, like, legitimately good fighters. From a in-game standpoint, these guys have a ton of really good potions and stuff like that, and they got some silver ingots, so, you know, I always recommend trying to loot these guys as much as possible. Let's keep moving, though. I'm gonna get my candlelight going again, which of course I have to get naked to do. Oops. My hotkeys are all messed up. I could have sworn I'd hotkeyed this with the mage armor, but I guess I didn't. Oh, there we go. I think that's better. It's so funny. I can't even cast it even with the fucking alteration helmet on. Tani is such a bad spellblade right now. Right, one of these guys heard me, and that's fine. There's some other, like, silver hands around here. These guys are, like, not, like, super scary. Like, they're not that buff, but, like, you gotta be a little careful with them. You know, like, they have poisons and stuff. They don't always apply them to their weapons. You just gotta be careful. Sometimes you think you're gonna get slashed with a sword, and then, like, you get hit with a paralysis poison or something really scary, and then you take a ton of damage. Alright, let's keep going. I'm not gonna worry too much about looting everything, like I said. I'm gonna try to resist the Skyrim player's urge to loot literally everything and just keep the episode moving a little bit. There's random little treasures around here, though. Like, there's, like, I don't remember where it is, but there's, like, a necklace and a spider web and just little like, tidbits like that. Just gotta be careful for these Silverhand folks. Like, these guys are the great swords in particular. Like, they hit really fucking hard. Jesus Christ. I also fucking just hit Farkas and took a shit ton of damage. I hear Draugr. There's also a Draugr. I thought there was a Draugr here. There's a Draugr here. I just don't want this Draugr to flank me while I'm fighting these other Draugrs over here. Oh, jeez. God damn it. I gotta be a little careful against this guy because he's got the shout and everything. Oh god. I'm trying not to hit Farkas with this. It doesn't actually matter if you hit Farkas. Like, you can't kill him. It just feels odd hitting him, and he's just like, watch it there, sister. So I just try to avoid it whenever possible. There's a novice level chest. I'll just bash this one open. I'm really good in there anyway. There's some other treasures up here. Like, there's a little treasure chest behind this door that you can open with a handle. I'm not gonna worry about that. There's also a master level treasure chest right here that you can come back to later, which has some really good loot, but we can't open this right now. What you can do is grab the gold behind the door right there. But I'll continue to loot some of these dead silver hand folks just to like keep getting a little bit of loot. It's also a little cool environmental detail over here, like an egg, a fork, and a ring. I feel like it's a reference for something, like maybe a Lord of the Rings reference, but I'm not really sure. I'll just leave some gold on the table. It's like probably the first time you've ever seen a Skyrim player just like willfully leave gold on the table, but I'm trying to keep the episode moving here. Alright, hacking through some more Draugr. Gotta be a little careful for some of these silver hand folks, like I was saying. Like I think you saw in the last fight that one of those silver hand guys hit me with his greatsword. And he was swinging a lot faster than I thought he was gonna swing. And that's because the silver hand people have more perks than the average bandit. So that silver hand guy with the greatsword swings a lot faster than your normal bandits swing. Because I think he's level like 45 or something. Yeah, level 40. So he's got some of the greatsword perks, which makes him a little bit scarier. So you just gotta be a little careful for that, but you really only get in trouble against those guys if you get hit with like multiple enemies hit you with power attacks in a row and all of them happen to have applied poisons. Like that can be a real problem. I will pick the lock on this adept level chest because I want the experience points. God, I actually got that on the first try. Hey, a shock potion. Great, it's actually a really good item. Those elemental shock resistance potion, or those elemental resistance potions are really, really good. Alright, let's go fight some of these. Let's not charge into that here. This got kind of like got bottlenecked there in a way that didn't really work for them. And then this dude decided to focus on Farkas. Sometimes these guys like exclusively focus on you and just ignore Farkas, which is really annoying, but this time it seems like the reverse is happening. Like they were just focusing on Farkas, so I was able to kill them from behind. Character's thirsty or tired? Only slightly tired though. Slightly tired's fine, I'm not worried about slightly tired. If she was like actually tired, then we would probably take a little nap in game. I've definitely had like all sorts of disasters happen here. God, she's pretty beefy. She actually fucking survived that power attack. I hit her with a side power attack and she didn't die. Ooh, a honey nut treat. I think that gives me like bonus magicka for like 5 magicka for 300 seconds. So that's funny. Alright, so I think that's it for this kind of first area of Dustman's Cairn. So far, no like significantly difficult fights or anything like that. Let's keep moving to the second area. This area is kind of a shit show because there's a scripted battle that starts off like right as you enter the area. There's also this guy right here. I just gotta be a little careful against these guys because if I like get hit with power attack plus poison, like that can be dangerous. So anyway, there's a scripted battle happening downstairs, which we're just gonna ignore. And switch to our silver greatsword and just start moving through this area and like killing Draugr. I don't know if these guys would actually animate. Like I feel like there's definitely times where they have not animated. I'll just pop a stamina crude potion because I'm just gonna keep moving. Just to be on the safe side so I don't get flanked. Because all these Draugrs are about to come up the stairs here and I just don't want to get flanked by one of the Draugrs that's further away. Farkas is so fucking buff too. Oh fuck, that's a Death Lord. Yikes! Okay, managed to dodge the Death Lord though. Oh, didn't dodge that one, Jesus Christ. Let's pop a crude potion. Let's get in on this action. Farkas and me versus the Death Lord. I love fighting like side by side with Farkas.
Victory is yours.
It's so fun fighting with a follower, especially like Farkas as a follower. He's just like really buff. He's like relatively smart in combat. And because he hasn't been loaded into the followers framework, he actually like intelligently pilots himself around the battlefield, whereas if he was in the followers framework, it would be a disaster. See the aftermath of the scripted battle here. Blood and bodies all over the floor. There is a little bit of treasure behind here. I'll just pick this really quickly. I'm trying to pick these adept level locks. God, I got 2 of these on the first try in a row, which like almost never happens. I like doing the adept level stuff. Jesus, I can't pick up these ice wraith teeth. Because the adept level stuff actually gives you like a decent amount of experience points. And because I have lockpicking, I might as well be using lockpicking to help level up my character. Of course, this also means we get to witness the failures of Anna the lockpicker. Our luck has run out. We were doing really well with the last few adept level locks, and now this one we're going to break all of our picks. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Alright, let's keep moving. We'll just save ourselves a little bit of time. I'll just grab the key right now before Farkas tells me where to look for it. Some of these bodies I think despawn in here because you hit like the body limit or something. And then there's these like stupid little mice around here, little scoovers who are in the hallway, and I feel like these guys will run around and like get me stuck in combat forever. So I just like to try to kill them. Yes, this is what I mean. Look at them run. This is terrible. It's a skeever slaughter. They're like fucking in the walls. Like, look at this shit. Where the fuck did the other one go? No, Farkas, don't let the skeever out. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. This is terrible. Oh god. Skeevers are so fucking stupid. But yeah, you gotta kill these things, otherwise they'll like keep you stuck in combat for an hour. Like, I'm never gonna catch this fucking little scoover. Look at him run away. There's fucking spiders in here. God damn it. Now I have like, the wrong sword is out too. Ooh, nice little bash there. I got that off at the very last second. 2 good bashes right there. There's a weird thing that happens in here. You're supposed to fight like a really big spider. And that's supposed to be the reason that Farkas is afraid of spiders. But for some reason this doesn't always spawn a big spider. I just got 2 little spiders that time. And now fucking, this is exactly why I didn't want that other skeever to get away. Because now Farkas is searching for the skeever and no one knows where the skeever is. Is the skeever over here? I don't know. Oh, there's the skeever. Get back here. Come back. This is so terrible. It's way easier to hunt down these skeevers when you actually have the like reckless charge perk, because then you can swing without losing momentum. But if I stop running to catch up to this skeever, there we go. We finally got rid of the skeever and we're finally out of combat. Okay, let's just kind of catch our breath. The zany breakneck pace episode. I don't know where the fuck Farkas went either. I'm just gonna like, oh, fuck, he's not even selected. Okay, there he is. Sometimes he like gets away from you. Alright, big boss battle here. Let's just like assess our buffs. Beef stew is fine. Hircine's favor is fine. Mammoth tomato is fine. We do need to reapply our healing aura on self though. So let's do that right now. Okay, let's eat our honey nut treats. I might as well just use this magic crude potion as well. And then I'm also going to reapply candlelight for this fight. Honestly, I think the lighting looks a little better without candlelight. Yeah, I'm not going to use candlelight. I'm a sucker for aesthetics. And the lighting in this room looks way better with just the regular like lantern at my hip than with candlelight. So I'm just going to keep that on. Okay, so we got a word wall there. We got fragment of Wuthrad. We got some soul gems. This one I actually think is a black soul gem. Yeah, it's a black soul gem. It looks a little different. Like with most of these areas, you can actually loot this before you fight anything. None of these are particularly good. Like, I think the major health ring is okay. I like this because eventually I'll give followers health rings because followers need a lot of health or they die a lot. But I'm not super worried about these items right now. Like, these aren't very good, but I don't really need them. Okay, let's make sure our hotkeys look good. I'm not gonna get the word wall just yet. I'm gonna wait till the fight's over. Oh, fuck. I forgot mage armor, though. Let's see if I can get this on really quickly. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Now I'm like running around. I have no fucking armor on. This is just a fucking clown show. Okay, let's get in this fight. Nice little block right there. This little Draugr's running away. That dude's dead. Let's pop another stamina potions. I'm okay. This is one of those fights that like gets really zany if you don't manage the Draugr effectively. But if you manage the Draugr effectively, this isn't as crazy and chaotic. Let's kill that guy. Let's finish off this guy. Other guy here. Kill that guy. Let's pop a stamina potion because we're definitely using a ton of stamina. I think I'm probably okay on health, but I'll pop a stamina or a health good potion just in case. Oh, I missed that block. Sword right there. Let's pop another health good potion just in case. This Dustman's Cairn is not that scary. Sometimes you get like 3 or 4 Death Lords, and that's just an absolute nightmare because then you're just like ping-ponging around the room. And so far we've just had lesser Death Lords, which isn't as bad. I think that's a greater Death Lord behind me, but I think he like totally missed his... He missed his slash. This guy's like forgotten how to attack. That dude's dead. This guy right here looks like not a Death Lord. Should be able to finish this guy off in 2 power attacks. I think that's it. God, that was not the hardest Dustman's Cairn at all. Like I predicted, those vampires that we fought were substantially harder than Dustman's Cairn. Okay, let's go get the dragon word wall really quickly. I like how Farkas isn't even going to comment on this though. We also got to turn our music back on so we can get the epic Skyrim Dragonborn music. Also then I can sing to it. It's like, oh, what's this on the wall? Ya, 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 ya. Farkas is so unamused with what just happened. He's like, yo, after we killed all the Draugr, this crazy lady started jumping and singing and there was like nothing on the wall anyway. She's just like singing to the heavens. What can I say? The spirit of Sovngarde just took me for a second. It's like speaking in tongues, Skyrim style. Alright, if you talk to him, he basically just says like we should head back.
We need to get back to your Vasker.
Just like no comment at all about all the Draugr that we just killed. Just like doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, yeah, we gotta get back to your Vasker. One thing I like about Dustman's Cairn is I feel like in Dustman's Cairn I often level up 2-handed a ton. I think at the beginning of Dustman's Cairn it was at 40 and now it's almost at 44, which is really nice. So we'll get to 2-handed 50 very soon. Really fun quest though, really fun battles, really fun kind of like plot line for this episode. Now that we're done with that battle, I'll happily get my candlelight back on. Get some more bleeding crown here. A lot of really good story and character development for Tani that episode. You know, we had the orc that we fought. You know, we had Farkas who accompanied us on that quest. We fought the vampires together. You there, traveler. It's like the scariest line in all of Skyrim Wildlander. I feel like I didn't react to it as scarily as I normally did too. I was just like so resigned to bad things happening because I knew I was like, okay, well I'm filming this and I'm taking the long way. I'm sure some bad shit's gonna happen. Sure enough, one of the absolute scariest encounters. Really glad it was only 2 vampires and not 3. I've definitely done that encounter before where it's 3 vampires and that's much, much harder. 2 vampires was more manageable. Overall though, really, really fun episode. A lot of story beats for Tani. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run back to town And I should probably save my game, actually. We're gonna run back to town and turn in this quest, talk to the companions. Then after we talk to the companions, that'll be the end of the episode. We'll also have a nice conversation with Codlack, and he'll give us some of his own wisdom. A lot of wisdom in this episode. We got Tani learning a lot from the Orc Warrior, learning from Farkas, gonna be learning from Codlack. Got to fight some bandits in Swindler's Den, got to kill a witch. Witch cursed our game, so now our game is broken. It's like engine issues.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
But yeah, I think from one thing I love about Skyrim is, you know, it's an old game, and some of the story writing is not as good as like some true story-driven games that we've seen both even before Skyrim, like Fallout New Vegas, and then also since Skyrim. But I think that Skyrim does a really good job if you just let it co-write the story with you and you just don't force it, that it gives you a lot of great story beats. I think that Orc was such a good example of that. You know, he makes this big deal about, you know, he doesn't want to die uselessly, he wants a brave warrior's death, he wants to give his soul to Malakath. And then Tani has this conversation, they get into a fight, and then Tani's like exhausted, barely finished the fight, and she's about to behead him. Doesn't kill him. He runs away because he gets scared. Tani runs after him, and then he kind of has a change of heart and realizes that, like, no, not like this. Like, I'm not going to go out like a coward. I'm going to go down fighting. Like, that's such a great moment. You can't script a moment like that. You'd never be able to plan that. That's just like RNG at work right there. And if you and your own role-playing runs rely on Skyrim to have good RNG like that, you'll have really satisfying beats like that in your own stories. Plus you get lots of zany comedy, like the saber cat pouncing on us while we were digging through our horses' saddlebags. Farkas is just like, yo, lady, eyes on the prey, not the horizon. I gotta like make a list of all of the Skyrim aphorisms that we're learning over the course of this episode, of this playthrough. Oh, we got some nice Khajiit traders and merchants here. I'll probably sell some stuff to them while I'm on the way over. Tani's probably covered in blood. Yeah, she's covered in blood, but all that does is
How may this one
oh
serve?
my god, I actually can't sell things to him now. It's odd. It's like his store's not open.
This one needs something?
Normally you can if you meet like the caravan on the road, but like Risad isn't selling to us.
May your road lead you
Alright,
to
that's fine. I'll just keep on moving. Probably not going to get any other encounters on the way back. We'll stick on the road just in case. So yeah, really good story episode. I think one day after I finish the Tani playthrough, I'll probably do more of a roleplay run next, because I really do enjoy role-playing with Skyrim, especially in these like semi-unscripted moments. Like, it was scripted in the sense that, you know, the orc, when you run into him, I knew that he was going to fight us. Like, I as a player have run into him before, and I fought him, and I knew what his dialogue options were. But I had no idea how the fight was going to go, and I had no clue he was actually going to run away because I failed to kill him with a power attack. And then I also had no idea that after he ran away, he would turn around and say, like, no, not like this, and, like, you know, kind of get braver and decide to actually fight me for the final blow, and then chop off his head in, like, a really epic side swing. So it's kind of that balance of knowing what to expect, then also, like, letting the game surprise you when it can. Same thing with the journey to Dustman's Cairn. You know, like, we could have cut over the plains and probably had no encounters, but I deliberately took the road because I knew that there'd be encounters on the road that spawn, and I was not disappointed. I got definitely one of my favorite encounters and one of the scariest, which ended up being a really, really fun fight. Thankfully we had the silver greatsword on us, and I also had that superlative health potion on me too. I still have one left in my inventory, because if I didn't have that I would have probably died. I don't think I talked too much about that earlier. Normally in Skyrim Wildlander and Requiem generally, which is the mod that Skyrim Wildlander is based off of, the restore health potions restore health gradually over a period of time, but a superlative potion just restores it all at once. It's kind of more like the conventional Skyrim potions that we're used to in the base game. But because I had that in my inventory and just like knew to keep that there for emergencies, I was able to survive that fight. I also had pretty good prep for that. I feel like a true role player maybe would have been less suspicious of those random vampires on the road, but I don't know. Like, you could see their glowing eyes from far away. Like,
Hello, friend.
that was fucking freaky.
Take a look.
Like, maybe you'd go over and investigate, but you'd probably also know that something was up. I'm gonna ditch the stamina and archery ring because I'm not gonna use those. And then I'll ditch 3 of the silver ingot. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. I should have actually smithed something with the silver ingots. It's a great way to level up smithing, is using silver. Like, you can make necklace, rings, circlets. It all kind of increases the same, but like it's 22 right now, and if I make like these necklaces, it just like immediately jumps up to... Actually didn't change at all. What? What a scam. It's supposed to go up. That's
You're
terrible.
someone who can get things done.
I
The
lied.
finest weapons
And then
in
I
life.
didn't actually advance it at all. That's weird. It's supposed to go up. Let me try that again. I'm gonna try it with like... Let me just buy 2 more
Don't forget to
silver
check
ingots
inside
and
the shop
see
if you
what's
need
going on
anything.
here. Okay, it worked that time. Now it leveled me up twice. I don't know what was going on. That was weird.
Take a look.
Alright, well, let's sell all these things that we just made to Adrian.
Thanks for the
And
business.
our character did level up. I feel like it's fitting to get the skill level ups from these companion trainers.
We need to get back to your Vasker.
It's like, hey, before we get back to your Vasker, like, what was that thing you did with the heavy armor? Like, you took a lot of hits.
I'll show you what I can about
He's like, I
protecting
got you,
yourself.
girl. Let me show you what I did.
All right then.
Then we'll also sell some of these other potions as well. But yeah, really fun episode. Really reminds me of like all the reasons I enjoy playing Skyrim, even after so many years of playing this game. Like, it always surprises you if you just kind of give it the opportunity to do that.
Hello, friend. I think I can teach you a thing or two.
I think this is probably technically more than like 1 per day, but I also think I was gone overnight, out fighting Dustman's Cairn stuff, so I'll take it. Probably is fine. Alright, that looks pretty good there. Anything really heavy? I don't need all that bone meal or like all these spider eggs. I don't need all this vampire dust. Yeah, this looks good enough.
Be careful out
I just wanted to have a little bit of gold so I could like get Vilkas to give me the last level of 2-handed training before we end the episode. Ooh, this is fun. This is a quest hook right here.
And what of my son?
I feel like this is the sort of thing that Tani might pick up before going back to the companions.
Your son chose his
Because
side.
we already know that this is Yorlin Greymane's wife. Because people have said that before. And like, we're going back to turn in this quest anyway, and like we run into this, so we probably like pay attention and see what's going on.
Where is he? Where are you holding my forearm?
That's a long ass conversation though. Basically, this lady's son got kidnapped by the Thalmor. They got taken to like, I don't know, like Thalmor Seacot or something. It's like the fucking Seacot of Thalmor of the Altbury Dominion. It's like up here. It's this like horrible rendition location. Like disappear prisoners, political prisoners there, and they torture them. But anyway, her son got taken there, and she just knows that he's still alive. She's got like a mother's intuition, and these guys know about it too. But I think from like a companion standpoint, like Tani's feeling pretty connected with the companions, and like knows this is Yorlin's wife.
All I can think about those bashful
And like
forms.
probably would just like ask,
They're in with the Imperials.
see like what's
They know
going
it
on
too.
here.
And yet they lie to my very face.
And, you know, like Tani's kind of like, how
It's not wise
how
to
would
discuss
you
it here.
know they're
Please,
lying?
If you truly wish to help, meet me at my home.
Tani's like,
I'll tell
okay,
you the
sure,
whole
fine,
story.
we can do that.
You won't. Oh, that would be wonderful.
Like, we could also ask her, like, why her son is alive, but we can do that when we see her next time. She's just like, it's just the mother's intuition. Anyway, but that feels fitting for Tani to pick up that quest because she's feeling a little bit more connected with the companions. Alright, let's wrap up the episode here by getting inducted into the quest line, or into the faction.
Come, follow me.
It's kind of time is it? 12:40 in game time. I kind of like doing this when I come back like at the crack of dawn and the sun is rising and everything like that, but oh my god, I left the fucking music on. I just realized that. I need to turn this music off. This like creates problems with like the copyright and everything. Not that I really monetize my videos, but I just noticed the music was on. It just blends in so well that I just didn't notice it at first. This is cool though, like actually getting inducted during the day, because like Athos is watching you and he's like kind of like begrudgingly proud. Of course Ayala's, or what's her name, Najada's as far away as possible, and like Ria's watching, and this dude's just fucking drunk. He's like got a whole case of fucking mead right here, he's not even paying attention. I always like to go down like basically right in the center. Oh, that's pretty good. This is pretty good centering this time. Farkas looks really dumb with his mask right there, but other than that, this is pretty good.
Has challenged and has shown her valor. Who will speak?
I like the companion's induction.
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Yeah, you better, Farkas. We fucking fought vampires, fought Draugr, fought Silverhand.
And would you raise your sword in her
I always wondered if there was a way to like fail this quest if you were just a total coward and just didn't do anything, but Bethesda doesn't code quests that way in Skyrim.
Song of Triumph as our mead hall revel in her stories.
I also like how Farkas and Vilkas are sort of paying attention. Ayala probably is too. Skjor is just like staring off into the distance though.
Have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours.
Aww,
the mountains may
this is so touching. Tani's been inducted.
It shall be so.
Ah, that's awesome.
Well, girl, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint.
That's cool. You can like ask him all these questions too. Like his backstory about why he joined the companions is kind of cool. I always like asking him at this juncture, like, what does it mean to be a companion? Because now he's inducted you, and I feel like that's a really good capstone for the episode. Because Tani's already learned all this stuff about warrior culture and ethos from the other encounters. So I'll probably end with that. But before that, I think Tani's also just like, yo, is it true that you're werewolves? Like, that's kind of a big lore drop right there I didn't know about.
I see you've been allowed to know some secrets before your appointed time. No matter. Yes,
Codlack's real chill.
Not
he doesn't really want to be a werewolf, though.
Well,
like, we'll get him cured eventually.
Living is beat. Some may prefer an eternity as hunting grounds.
I honestly am totally fine with Tani being a werewolf. Spoiler alert, we're going to become a werewolf in large part because the passive bonuses it gives to you are really, really strong. We're probably just not going to use werewolf mode a lot, though.
Yes, but it's no easy matter. But you don't need... And speak to Yorland if you want a better weapon than whatever that
What the fuck's wrong with my weapon? I love how he like disses my weapon. You could have like an ebony sword and he'll still diss it.
Some nights
but the thing I want to end with is like asking him what it means to be a companion, because I really like his answer. In fact, if you talk to all the companions, they give you a slightly different answer, which I also think is a really nice lore beat. It's kind of like, you know, the companions could be all of those things, but I think his answer is really one of my favorites.
It means living such that your shield siblings would proudly say they
It's like, it's about honor. It's about
glory in battle, honor.
It's like glory,
deal with problems
it's about honor.
Leave whispers and sneaking to the gutter rats who can't fight for themselves.
I love that line. Deal with problems head on. Like, this is words to live by right here, and I think like this can really help guide our role-playing decisions as Tani into future episodes. Like, we're not gonna sneak around and do things that way. We're just gonna deal with our problems head on. Alright, Codlack's kind of silently judging us, but that's okay. Alright, before I forget, let's get the two-handed training.
It's all in the swing.
Alright, and now we are at a good pausing point. So thank you so much for joining me for this delightful return to recording. I had a lot of fun filming this episode, even though it was kind of like weird, like engine and bug problems throughout. A little rocky on the commentary sometimes, but I think I'm mostly getting back in the swing of things. I had a really fun time though, and I think the episode ended up going in really surprising turns in a way that I really enjoyed. It's like fucking Vilkas is like hitting the wall over there. So thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments on Discord what you thought of the episode, and if you have any feedback, thoughts. I will see you all next time as we head over to Eastmarch, do the Blessings of Nature quests, and continue the adventures of Taniesi, our newly minted companion Shieldsister. Thanks, everyone. Oh, look how happy this dog is. Oh my god. What a great way to end the episode. It's like the dog is also happy, looking at us with that like happy derpy dog face. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.